Marie's Gen V Season 2 story began to take a dark turn in the penultimate episode, and while the current direction would deliver on a major promise, it's perhaps a risk not worth taking for the boys' spin-off. Although Gen V has given the spotlight to numerous young supes, Marie has always stood out among the rest. She is essentially the show's protagonist despite the story revolving around several key characters, and with Marie's bloodbending powers becoming stronger and stronger, her skill set seems even more dangerous than Victoria Newman's. The reveals don't stop there though, as there is a reason Cypher Thomas Godolkin was so eager to see the hero reach her full potential. After learning that she was the only test subject to survive Project Odessa, other than Homelander, Marie uncovered a power to heal people in the boys, essentially bringing her sister back from the dead. Her ability to control blood makes her a very valuable ally, but it is also setting her on a worryingly dark path ahead of Gen V's upcoming finale. The Boys is setting Marie Moreau up for a darker fate than anyone imagined. Having stood up to Vought and those demanding supe supremacy in Season 1, Marie looked destined to be one of the biggest heroes in the Boys universe, but Gen V just teased her dark side. Very few of the franchise's central characters are perfect, as the Boys have gotten their hands dirty on several occasions, while even Starlight has crossed some lines. Marie is no exception, but her latest showing in the spin-off added a sinister demeanor that we haven't seen from her before. Having scolded Kate for using her powers on their friends, Marie did the same thing, manipulating the blood of Jordan, Sam, Emma, and Greg to warn them against stopping her confrontation with Cypher. It may not have been a fully villainous turn, but it exposed an extremely unsettling side of her. To make matters worse, her friends only tried to talk her down since Annabeth had a premonition in Gen V Season 2 that foreshadowed Marie's death, which was a huge concern since the younger Moreau sister can occasionally see the future. Therefore, the spin-off showing Marie isn't beyond hurting her loved ones, alongside teasing her potential death, is far from the sort of fate we expected of the young prodigy, making her role in the finale all the more intriguing ahead of The Boys Season 5 next year. Killing or corrupting Marie would prevent her from defeating Homelander in The Boys. Regardless of whether Gen V chose to kill Marie or have her flip allegiances, either outcome would eliminate the chances of her taking down Homelander in The Boys' final season. Narratively, it makes sense for someone like Billy Butcher or Huey to defeat the franchise's main villain, but they won't be able to do it alone. The previous 4 seasons have shown the importance of powerful allies, and Marie has been built up as the secret weapon that could go toe-to-toe with the Seven's leader. Therefore, her assisting the Boys seemed inevitable, especially after Starlight attempted to recruit Marie during Gen V Season 2's opening episode. Naturally, killing her off would end any possibility of that, but so would corrupting her. Even if she didn't quite flip into some supe supremacist, having her turn to the metaphorical dark side makes her less likely to be at odds with Homelander, even if she doesn't agree with him or his methods. Marie needs to stay pure for her to step up as a major hero in The Boys Season 5, and while she can still possess some moral complexities, she mustn't cross those lines she's already flirting with, otherwise, it could completely change her role in the upcoming war. A grim fate for Marie would keep Gen V's initial promise. Although it would be devastating to lose Marie, killing her off would actually help keep an initial promise regarding Gen V. When the show first arrived, Eric Kripp confirmed that fans of The Boys wouldn't have to watch the spin-off to understand the main show, despite how much they tie into one another. So far, it has looked like Gen V Season 2 would have massive ramifications for The Boys Season 5, yet if Marie were to receive a grim fate, this may not necessarily be the case. Kate and Sam's presence in The Boys Season 4 proved that Gen V did at least have some influence on the original series, but it was still relatively easy to follow the overall story for viewers who hadn't seen the spin-off. However, making Marie a major part of Season 5 would change that, whereas killing her off would maintain the initial promise. Considering she could be a major part of the franchise even after 2026, it would be a huge shock to have Marie's journey end here or see her turn into a villain. Still, it may be the only way to prove that Gen V isn't mandatory viewing for The Boys fans, but following through with this grim fate would be a mistake. Not involving Marie in The Boys' final conflict would be disappointing after all the setup. Image credit, Brooke Palmer, copyright symbol Amazon, a courtesy Everett collection. Despite The Boys still having plenty of compelling heroes heading into Season 5, it would be disappointing if Marie wasn't involved, given how important Gen V has made her. With the spin-off giving her a connection to Starlight at the start of Season 2, it seems like a complete waste if her path never crossed with the rest of the Boys. Additionally, her connection to Project Odessa in Gen V makes her one of the franchise's strongest characters, so setting her up as a potential match to Homelander, only to kill her off in the same season, would be frustrating from a viewer's perspective, especially with Stan Edgar officially showing interest in her abilities. There is also no way all of her conflicts are solved in the finale, as she has only recently reconnected with her sister, still has relationship problems with Jordan, and now has a powerful villain in Thomas Godolkin to deal with. Wrapping everything up in one episode would simply feel rushed, especially if she dies in the process. As a result, it seems obvious that Marie needs to stick around for The Boys Season 5 and potentially beyond to get the most out of her character. Hopefully, Gen V may even be renewed for Season 3 and beyond to explore Marie's arc in its entirety, even if it means breaking the franchise's original spin-off promise.